Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. The new Harley Quinn movie has recently hit theaters as part of the DC Extended Universe. Looks like the producers took a step back to keep what was good from Suicide Squad and fix everything else that was wrong with it to give it their best shot at a movie that's now centralized around their most promising character, Harley Quinn. For some context, I thought Suicide Squad was a horrible movie and in fact the very worst of the DCEU. So is this a Fantabulous Emancipation of the DC Extended Universe? Perhaps. Alright, so here we go. Let's review this movie without any spoilers. Birds of Prey gives us the backstory of Harley Quinn, and she narrates to tell us an entire story that brings together numerous other nameable DC characters, most notably Black Mask, Black Canary, and Huntress. Harley and the Joker broke up, and this leads for a whole series of events to occur. The story is told all over the place in a rather unique style, with Harley narrating the whole thing, and this style lets the story be told in an engaging and fun way for the audience. Events unfold in a way that keep the story engaging and action-packed, while tons of exposition doesn't come across as a drag in any way. And now the DCEU finally caught on that making an R-rated film will work best in their favor, so they made sure to include the F-bomb at every given opportunity. But honestly, this film didn't even really need that R rating, and maybe it only hurt the film in the end, considering its performance at the box office. It's not doing so hot. And then you really start to just see how Harley Quinn is like a low-quality Deadpool, which I wouldn't say is a good thing at all, but it's not like they were entirely trying to rip off the comedic genius of Deadpool. It was still mostly kept original. Listen, rip off or not, DC needed this. So yes, Harley Quinn is certainly the most entertaining character in the roster, and I'd say Margot Robbie gave us a solid shot at keeping her character true to the comic version's zany personality. As for the other characters, Huntress was both cool and funny, Black Canary was well implemented into the story, and then there's this cop lady who was way too bland for me, with too much screen time, unfortunately. Ewan McGregor really brought the character of Black Mask to life, so I really enjoyed seeing that. The action you see at the beginning of the movie gives a promising start. It's often played out to work out all too conveniently for the main characters, where you just watch them endlessly beat up a bunch of people without any consequences to the point they appear invincible. And it's fine when that style of action runs a few times for a good joke, but then you realize that's how every action scene in the entire movie is like, so it gets more and more aggravating in a way. In fact, there are a bizarre number of plot conveniences that play out, and maybe that's the point of Harley Quinn's outrageous luck, but I'd say it was overdone to the point that the plot of the movie wouldn't work at all without them. But hey, okay, the action scenes at least still held up as entertaining visually speaking. Each action scene holds individuality for its varying settings and props, so that I appreciated. In fact, many moments of the plot intentionally sets itself up to make something appear visually cool, which just adds to how engaging the entire movie was. The music also adds to this, and you could tell they tried hard to make a really strong and heavy loaded soundtrack, and yeah, this definitely helps to make the movie all the more fun. So this movie really came out of nowhere, but I would say I was pretty satisfied with it. There's so much to this film, and after everything they tried in it, I can just picture the filmmakers saying, if the fans don't like this, then I really don't know what we can do with all of these DC properties. So they did it, great. They made an entertaining, fun, though only slightly flawed DC movie based around a villain. It really made up for Suicide Squad, so I'm happy. If you're willing to invest yourself into the story and just have a simple-minded good time, then I'd recommend that this is worth the watch for sure. So that's all I've got to say. I'd love to hear what you guys all thought down in the comments below. That all being said, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for lots more videos coming real soon. Bye-bye.